So this is Pinoy, Shinobi, some of you know him as. I've had vids in the past, they're still on my archive channel, facing this guy. I even have quite a vid of, 20 minutes. When I've been teamed with them, we've duoed. He has a buddy, also a Filipino kid. His name is escaping me, that also plays a Deadeye. They play very similar. They use the same macros, hacks, scripts, but they play very similar. I've seen this guy wipe out a lot of people due to some of the things about Thief, being able to perma-stealth and cloak and dagger off rocks and buildings. I can't believe 14 years in that hasn't been fixed, really. Inanimate objects you could just stealth off. But I've talked before about people using, let's be honest, hacks. And I'm going to include scripts and macros in there. And many times I've talked about thieves are always the biggest abusers of this. And how people that use such tools, you don't see them on the other classes. In 14 years, and I'm not just picking on Shinobi here, Pinoy, you've never seen him on another class. Because that shit doesn't work the same. You don't see Pinoy Warrior, right, or Guardian or anything. Because those macros and hacks and scripts, they don't work the same. One of the nice things about hacking is that when you're invisible, you could teleport all over and no one knows what you're doing. You could go underground, you could fly. If you're stealth, there's no way to detect it. So I have grouped with both of them and healed them and supported them. It was fun. It's fun playing alongside him. Me being a normal player and him using tools, I'll call them tools. He will change his look completely trying to fool people. He has quite a few different looks. I have a folder on him I probably won't release yet. It's about 60 deaths now. I got him 3 times myself. And my guildie just yesterday in 2 hours got him 12 times. But I see him, right in front of me. He wiped 2 people out. And I'm not hating on Deadeyes. It is what it is. When it's enhanced through hacking, obviously it's way better than intended. I guess any class is. But it's just the whittling you down. I guess I'll say he wins through attrition. He really doesn't hit that hard. It's just that he hits you if you're, that it has good range. This is, and by the way, this is any Deadeye, but there's not too many of them for whatever reason. Other thieves play more of a stabby, melee type build. There's not a lot of Deadeyes for whatever reason, proportionately. But with that macro he uses that automatically throws down the smoke screen, if you're arranged, he hits one button, has the smoke screen, and then just pew, 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 pew. And if you try to fire back, it just blocks it. And then the macro stealths him, and he waits for the cooldown, and he puts the macro back on, and it blocks you. And then he stealths, and then he blocks you, and just pew, 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 and eventually you're going to die. Due to various ports and trickery, when you're stealthed, if you were to hack, which of course lets you move at unbelievable speeds, teleport, go underground, as soon as you stealth, let's say I'm whatever class, right? And I'm trying to get him, and he goes invisible. If I swoop, or you're a warrior, whatever class, you have some kind of distance closer, he could be way over here. But you know what I'm saying? By the time you get it, he goes invisible, uses tools, and then blink, he's over here. Or maybe he's behind you and you're over here swinging away and he's shooting you in the back. Right. So I do watch him kill a lot of people. So I thought we were cool. For some reason, he started attacking me this matchup. But whatever, it's a war game. I'm not mad at that. I don't think it's very smart, personally. There's no one in this. There's a reason people only, NT only attacks me 20 people at a time, and other groups. There's no one harder to kill than me in this game. That's a fact. My KDR says it all, right? You know. So, why would he waste his time trying to get me? Right? There's a lot of easier targets. First of all, this is a war game. There's points, and you all know how this EB works. I don't really do the Borderlands. So, what is he accomplishing by spending 45 minutes trying to attack me? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not helping the cause in any way, shape, or form. Now, he has failed to get me. I'd have to look at his folder, but just this month, and it's only what's today's date? 20th? Yeah, it's the 20th. And it's not like I see him every day. We have different hours. But probably he has spent 5 hours trying to kill me and has never done it. One time we killed each other, but I got up and then finished him off. I was goofing around. Even in this video, I'm actually eating and playing one-handed. That's a fact. And even eating and playing one-handed, I have no problem just letting him continuously shoot at me. Hold on 1 second, people. Yeah, that is far, 26,000 miles. Okay, we're back. I had a pause for a moment. Chef Jim was here. I forget what I was talking about. But anyway, I was eating, playing one-handed. He has spent 4 hours guessing, it could be more, trying to get me, and doesn't. What is the point? He could run around murdering all kinds of other people. I seen him, destroy a lot of other people. Sometimes 3 or 4 in a row. They chase him all over, and he does the thing that thieves can do, especially those that use tools. I don't know if it's like a moral victory trying to get me, or does it infuriate him he can't kill me? Maybe because I've killed him so many times, chat is absolutely going crazy. In my history of this game, this is probably the most chat has ever talked. The stories and it's very distracting. The amount of, holy cow. There's a million stories. I'm gonna not pay attention to it. But yes, I did see the one. Let me read this again. I'm not sure. I kind of touched on this earlier. Why he changes outfits and looks and guilds. When he dies a lot, he'll change his guild to FAG. But his look, I don't know if he thinks he's fooling people. Oh, I'll change my look. They won't know it's me. We always know it's you. You play a very specific way and you use your tools a very specific way. It Yeah, it doesn't stop people from trying to get you or not. I'm not sure why he changes outfits. I spot him from a mile away, as does my guildie, who's saying he killed him 14 times tonight. I don't doubt it. So I'm not sure why he comes for me. Maybe because I laugh in his face, or he thinks it's revenge. Like because I've killed him so many times and he hasn't killed me, so he's gonna try to get a clip of killing fast cars. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah. So I'll show you. Uh, Again, I'm eating in this clip. This is from a day ago. I was eating baby back ribs. So this is not like I just have a spoon in my hand or a fork. I'm trying to hold a rib and eat, not drip it all over my shirt or the desk, and playing one hand. I'm literally playing at 5 or 10% what is possible. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing his best with all his trickery, and I'm just standing here. Now, before someone asks, this is not my tank or my troll. This is essentially what you would call 85% glass. Now, I have folders of fighting him, but like I said, I'm eating. I don't know who that guy was that just stealthed me. Yeah, he went stealth and then, of course, did his thing. He's using his tools. Now, if I was to fire back with my bow, he would just use, there's his smokescreen macro tool. I had a guy that's a fast crime. What's this question? Why does he only play Deadeye? He's not good enough, and he doesn't have enough time on other builds, a more stabby centric build. He can't play that. He's not good at it. Plus the tools that he uses, they don't favor the particular tools he has don't favor a melee centric build. And he really doesn't know the rotation. He doesn't do any damage at all stabbing. Like nothing. I could show you screenshots where he's doing 35 damage a stab, 100, like that. But at the end of the day, this is just a cheaper. There's a word I was going to use, but I'm not going to. This is just like a cheap way of doing it. And I'm continuously just egging this kid on. I've said this many times. The volume is off or very low on this vid. If you're a Deadeye, or really any thief, but especially a Deadeye, especially one using tools, if you don't kill 100% of your targets, you're a complete and total failure. You have failed at Guild Wars. It is literally the easiest one button I win class, especially when you're cheating using tools. Look, someone asked, why are you just letting him hit you? Because I have no fear of Pinoy, Shinobi whatsoever, or his buddy. Yes, if I'm fighting 20 other people and he sneaks up, and I'm half dead and I'm blowing skills, yeah, he can fish me. But one-on-one, he just doesn't do anything. Right. Yeah, I'm just eating ribs. If the volume was on, you would hear all of this. I'm completely goofing. Uh, I just answered that. I don't know why he would attack me. There's nothing dumber. It's either trying to get revenge for murdering him so many times, or me laughing in his face. Maybe he's streaming. So he murdered that kid easily. Now, I can't say it always goes that way, although I know that kid. He's legit, actually. That kid who's dead there. Look, people sometimes have bad internet connections temporarily. Maybe always. You never know when someone's from another country that plays with us. He's whipping this kid's ass. Bad. Real bad. He panicked. I can go right over with no respect at all and just res this kid right up. I wasn't even running tree res. Rather than trying to kite or change his technique, this idiot's going to get whacked again. So using his tools, he wiped, and I've seen him do it to more than that. Bad players, 3, 4, 5, he will just whittle them down. This case, he knows not to come back near me. Yeah. So I don't know what his thought pattern is. Maybe it's a trophy to him. He tells other Pinoys, "Oh, I got that fast car." You know, I fought him 900 times. Right. And the one time, I'm getting a drink of water and I turn 90 degrees from my game station. Yeah, he'll just happen to be there while I'm taking a sip and pop me, and then, I got him. Yeah. Well, when you use tools, knowing the range and all of these things, it's right. Listen, if I use the macros, right, and scripts, hacks, tools that all of these kids use that talk a lot, especially thieves, I would have 0 deaths, and instead of 800,000 kills, I'd be at 7 million. I wouldn't die once in a year if I ran these kids. I have a thief. I made a thief vid, I don't know, a year ago, where I ran around for an hour, no deaths, and just murdered people. At no time was I hurt. I just used all of the broken, dumb stuff thieves have. I personally don't like it. I don't have any thing against it. It's just I don't feel the vibe of thief personally. There's no build that I really enjoy. Just honestly, it's not my thing. I played 21 MMOs, and in none of them did I enjoy thief. Quite honestly. Yes, I played WoW. I had a thief. I would go into the enemy's castle. Was it Stormwind? It's been so many years. Yeah, and go fuck with them. Yeah, so I already said that. I don't know why he changes outfits and looks. We always know it's him. He plays the exact same way. Right. The way he exploits things and uses tools, it's a very similar pattern. Fortunately, the reason I can do this, even glassy, he's very predictable. But like I said, I kind of touched on that in the beginning. You will never see him on any other class. Any of these thieves that are on other people's videos that get a lot of views, I'm sure you know some of the people I'm talking about. That highlight, look at my friend, mate. Look, he's fighting 2-on-1 and 3-on-1. Yeah, you never see those guys play any other class ever. All right, I'd like to end this. This guy has said in caps 100 times, answer my... Okay, what is your big deal question? The 2 most broken? When you're not good at Guild Wars. you play a thief. Because even not, let's just say it, cheating, it's the easiest class to kill people and never die. Can you just run and fight in Zergs? No. But it's not made for that. It's a solitary, more of a sniper lifestyle. It's not for zerging. It's not for huge fights. They're squishy there. And what are they really gonna do, right? When you're fighting a boon ball, a thief isn't gonna do anything. Right. So people that can't play Guild Wars play thieves. That's a fact. And if that's not true, tell any of them, content creators, streamers, play another class. They don't, and they won't ever. Yeah, somebody will say, dude, I played a warrior once for 4.5 minutes, got owned over and over, and went back to my thief. Yeah, they might do that, but they're not spending any time on any other class. Unless something that comes out after a patch or a new, X pack that's really broken, like ridiculously broken. You find often the same kids that hack macro script, use tools, will always play whatever is the most broken. And then they'll just bitch when it gets fixed and it's, working as it should be. Always. And what was the second half? What's the second easiest class? When you don't want to play a thief and you're not good, you play a spear mez. Even without using tools, they just get a lot of stuff. They are not in line with everyone else. The survivability, the damage, just the whole picture is, and I'm not hating, it's ridiculous. Now, if that's not true, look, I know content creators and streamers and video makers that play them. I have friends that play spear mezzes, and they play it because it's just ridiculously broken. And frankly, it's easy mode. Yes, I know that person. I don't dislike that person. I like that person. But they play a spear mez because it's ridiculously easy and broken. You don't see that person in other classes, right? And yes, maybe once in a while when those people get drunk or whatever the story is for 7 minutes, look, I'm on a hammer warrior, and they get owned. The shit you see them pull off on their spear mezzes, or no different if they play thief, you don't see them with the same level of skill on any class, any other class, or any build. You just don't. They go from looking like a superstar to below average. But that's my answer. If you just don't like the thief mechanic, you play a spear mez. It's easy mode, and I'm not hating on them. They don't really affect me personally, because I know how to just avoid that shit. Right. But also, you don't see these spear mezzes and content creators, streamers, etc. solo. They're always with a crew. They have pocket healers and pocket everything in the world. It's easy to look like a superstar when you have a support squad, like how I make people look when I'm supporting and healing and etc. them. Yes. You should never die as a thief, especially as a Deadeye. Now, there's going to be someone that cranks, oh, they've been nerfed. Yeah, they went from unbelievably retardedly broken to only retardedly broken. Right? Okay, so I'm going to end this here. But this is very typical, and I'm still getting continuous messages. I don't know why he attacks me. It's not doing anything. If you want to come down to a number, how many times has he killed me this month and spiked me? 0. How many times have I killed him? So far, 3. Once there was 2 of us. And my guildie that I know of that I witnessed, 12. So, I don't know. A lot of times in my case, people just want to get a clip. Like, to some dumb kid, if we fight 1,000 times and I lose 1, he'll clip that 1 win. This is how these kids, look, I got fast car. He won't tell them that he lost, 999 others. They'll just, I got fast car. Right. No, it's not just Shinobi. It's it's most thieves. But anyway, you guys wanted to see it, so the folder, I'm not looking at it right now, but there's at least, I don't know, 50 vids in there. I probably won't make a Shinobi diss. He doesn't message, at least me. I don't know if he speaks English. But he doesn't mess. He's not one of those people that will kill you and whatever people call it, salt whisper. At least not to me. Maybe he does other people. My only guess is he's just trying to get a clip that he can put somewhere. Look, I got fast car. Look how good I am. This again. Oh, shoot. Gotta go.